I was asked this question. If we humans are the representatives of the Federation, all starseeds, how can a starseed contact the Federation?
By accessing your higher self and channeling, opening your third eye, meditating. I know you will not like it, but direct contact does not depend so much on them, but on their races and the Federation, and prenatal agreements, frequency compatibility and all that. They must know that in itself, everything is frequency compatibility. If you know yourselves to be high frequency, you will not be parasited by anything lower astral, and if it comes to you, you will be able to get out of the way or deal with it, and it will be momentarily. Not something that sticks to you as a possession. It is all about frequency compatibility. Someone very positive and loving is toxic to a negative entity, so people of high or very high frequency will only be compatible with entities of the same frequency. For example, Esther channeling Abraham. With that high frequency, does not link with being an organic portal for negative things, only positive. That is why Abraham works through her and not some lizard. We are all organic portals in a way, and entities work through us according to our frequency. You not only have to see whether or not there is possession or parasitation, but what kind of entity. If it is positive, it would not be parasitation or possession, but a constructive symbiosis like Esther Abraham.
Exactly. According to your frequency, that is what you will channel with. So, to connect with the Federation, you should have neither hatred nor resentment. Because if you do, you will channel with anything else according to your thoughts.
Yes, of course. Although it is logical to have those feelings, and you should not be afraid to have them, but they should not be the dominant ones, nor should you let them determine your life.
You have to access with integrity. I imagine that when you reach that level, you are not going to reproach the Federation, right?
Because you know yourself to be the creator. But by that, I don't want to limit anyone who wants to contact them. The Federation. They're not bad. They're just the way they are. So tell people that the truth is that there is no direct way. It just happens as I have described above. You can call them with your mind, with videos or tweets, because they listen. But whether they respond or not, it is not up to them, humans. I know they wish I would tell them that there is a place where they should go and fill out an inquiry form, but the truth is that there isn't one. And even if I try to advocate or ask for someone from here, they wouldn't listen to me. It doesn't work that way.
And also, what they can't do is contact you so that you can pass the complaint on to the Federation, right?
That's right. The Federation is very large and with many layers of complexity that humans do not understand. It is not only what stage or level of council is involved, but what density as well, and add to that the timelines. Starseeds want to communicate with the Federation. Well, they must understand that they themselves are the Federation they wish to contact. If they want more, then all that is left is meditation, asking for contact mentally, with the heart, or posting videos or tweets of asking for contact.
Thank you. I have some questions from people. Does stepped progression of councils imply concealment of information, decisions, preparation, discrepancy from higher councils to lower councils? Are minutes of the councils taken with any member of the Federation having access to the deliberations? Are all decisions unanimous? Majority votes? Are there hierarchies?
None of that is so. Nothing. They didn't get anything right. Stepped means that a council, let's say of a village, takes care of its problems and its decisions without having to bother the regional council, which is formed by the councils of all villages within the same region. And this regional council, together with others, forms a council of a larger region, this of another larger one, until it reaches the planetary council, and from there to the high council of the race or culture. Each one is concerned with solving the problems that correspond to their level. If there's a problem of water irrigation in a small village of a few inhabitants, that is solved by deciding where to build a new canal. They have no reason to bother the planetary high council that is dealing with much bigger problems. If they can't solve the problem and need help, they will ask the next council, and then the next until the problem is solved. There is no withholding of information of anything. On the contrary, it is always a free flow of information, and every citizen, as he is trained with all the resources of the entire civilization, has the necessary preparation and education to be physically part of any council at any level at will. If there are more people than are needed in a council, they themselves will start to leave, as there are too many resources for the problems that come before such a council. Therefore, they're solved very quickly, resulting in boredom among the extra members who will leave to do other activities if they are not needed there. No human minutes are taken. Papers, always papers, only if it is necessary to write something down, because within the council itself, the presence of the people who have the potential to solve the problem has already been called upon. For example, the canal builders who operate machinery. Then, the order to repair the irrigation canal comes from the same council. And because of the mentality of the people, they themselves go and build the missing canal. There is no need for the declaration of minutes or papers to accredit anything, since the lie is easily seen, and there are no interests involved, since there is no money involved. Therefore, people always act in good faith, helping the advancement of the community, and with that, of the entire civilization. The basis for achieving such a society is the moral and ethical mindset of the people within that society. Majority votes are not observed. It is known that this democratic system fails, and that the majority of votes does not mean that the decision is the correct one, nor the most ethical, nor the most convenient. It is deliberated with logic and facts until a congruent agreement is reached among the members of the council. Again, the attitude and ethics of the people who make up the board are key to making this work. Humans have no idea how a holistic society works. It is about congruence of ideas, ethics, and morals. That is why we should not allow people with little ethics to appropriate concepts such as those described above, because in itself, having papers that accredit them, they will impose what as humans they see as legal with human terms and conditions, making it impossible for the functioning of a truly holistic society to reach the population of the earth, preventing its advancement. Democracy is not the correct political model, nor is earthly kingship, nor is communism. And people without proper understanding often mistakenly confuse the holistic political model by stepped councils with communism, and that is terrible, because for us communism is just state capitalism coupled with dictatorship.
Yes. Look, I have this other question. As a representative of the Federation, what are my duties and my rights?
Those that you impose on yourself, based on your ethics and your understanding, resources, and capabilities.
Thank you. Now comes a commentary that asks the following question. And why do U.S. presidents make pacts with dark ones for all humanity? That is not valid. They have crossed many, many red lines.
Apparently, yes. But as these dark ones are formed by humanity itself, and humanity's representatives, presidents, or whoever, are also products of the collective, then making a pact with their creators is part of free will as seen by the Federation. So by ethics, it is up to the humans themselves to solve the problem that they themselves have created.
Last question. I think you've more or less answered it before, but it's a question that many are asking. Do the Ascended Masters have representation on any solar or cosmic councils? First, perhaps, we would have to know what the Ascended Masters are.
The concept of Ascended Masters is terrestrial and does not even apply directly as an identity or actual beings, or rarely. Whether or not a person is a member of a council, whatever it is, depends only on his or her personal abilities and resources, and how relevant those are to solving the problem at hand. Thus, many times in the councils, not always, there will be people who have a lot of experience coordinating others and forming agreements. These people are called advisors, and are like the base or permanent members of a body or council at whatever stage or step. These people are in charge of ensuring that the resources and experts on each topic are called upon. These experts are not members of the councils on a permanent basis, but on an ad hoc basis, or only when they are needed, as, for example, with an electrical generator problem. The council will not call in bakers, but electricians, and there will always be one or another expert who lends himself to more, or who has a lot of knowledge capacity, and who ends up being constantly called to the council when an electrical problem arises. Ascended Masters, you would have to define who they are without the religious baggage, but you could define it as a person, old soul, with a lot of experience, who has the function of a counselor or advisor, because they understand multiple issues and have a lot of experience in resolving them.
Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.